y'all on Zoom, thank you for joining us for this morning's official Matchday -1 news conference ahead of tomorrow night's Concacaf Champions Cup match between Houston Dynamo FC and Columbus Crew SC. Joining us this morning here from Houston Dynamo FC are head coach Ben Olsen and midfielder Sebastian Kowalczyk. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll start with questions here from the media in the room, and then we'll transition over to questions on Zoom. For those of you on Zoom, if you have a question, click the raise your hand button, and I'll call on you in due turn. We'll get your line unmuted so you can ask. With that, we'll go ahead and start. So you guys want to lead off? Go ahead, Jorge.
Coach, tomorrow an important game. You make it to the round of 16 of the Concacaf Champions Cup. How do you plan on taking advantage of tomorrow as Columbus have a game this weekend in league play?
What do you think about that one? You want to take that one or me?
Yeah.
All right. They have a game in league play. You mean on the weekend?
Yeah.
I don't. That doesn't. Where Columbus is in their world doesn't really affect us right now. We have enough on our plate. We understand their team. We understand what they do. We understand that they're one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league right now. So I think, but that brings an excitement to the group we have and to the staff, and to try to get a result against them. We've had a lot of games, a few more than they have had. They get the bye, and they it's kind of their first run for this year. So we expect their best shot. I'm assuming this is a very important tournament to them, as it is us. So all we do is just stick to how we prepare each week, and we've had plenty of time. We've had 2 days. It's usually what we need to get the guys on the same page and clear on kind of how to go about the game, and then the whistle will blow, and we'll see what we're made of. But I think you can ask Sebastian, but I think it's a game that and an opportunity that is special, and it's a moment we want to take advantage of.
I'll follow up on that for Sebastian. What's the feeling amongst the players for this game tomorrow, and obviously facing the defending MLS Cup champions?
We know who they are, but it already happened. It was last season. This is the new season, the new opportunity for us, and this is Concacaf. So we respect them, of course, but we know our value. We have a good team. We'll go out and we want to win. That's it.
Is it a bit of an advantage having somebody like Artur, obviously what he means to this team, but having been part of that team recently, not too long ago?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
Artur used to play for Columbus.
Yeah.
Is an advantage. Is he telling us any secrets?
I know this, but it was long ago. It was almost over one year ago. So the change, of course, the team changed. Now we are happy that Artur is with us, not with them. So yeah, it's good for us that we have Artur in the team. It's a special player for us, and I wish him tomorrow to play a good game and to be a leader on the pitch.
Same question.
Yeah, it was a while ago. No, it's a different team. It's a different coach. He knows Nagby pretty well, but so do we. We've been watching him for quite a while. Him and Morris. I mean, when you talk about Columbus, centrally is they're as good as anybody in this league. Nagby and Morris, the relationship they have. Rossi, Cucho. And they've rounded out kind of some threats on the outside now, that if you end up stopping the middle and closing them, they'll take outside, and they have some real weapons, and they've really pushed that side of their game. So if you stop one area, they have weapons for the other spot. They don't attack that differently than we do. When we watch them, and we see a lot of similarities. A little bit some defensive differences in it, but it'll be hopefully a fun game, an enjoyable game for people to watch. We have to take care of the ball. They're a very tough team to defend against for long stretches, so it's important to when we do regain it, that we secure it and we make sure that they have to suffer as well on the defensive end. And, it's one area we'd like to get a little better at right now, is making teams suffer and a little bit more side to side and or choosing the right time to go and take our time, make teams defend and look for higher percentage opportunities. So we'll see. We're looking forward to it.
Any additional questions in the room? Brian?
For Sebastian, can you speak about your confidence? Obviously, your first goal for the Dynamo came from this tournament, and you nearly score once again against the Red Bulls. Just overall, your confidence with the team?
Yeah, of course, the numbers, the goals and the assists are the most important. And always when you score or when you make assists, you feel more comfortable. But the most important is team always. So for me, it doesn't matter who's gonna score. But if we, in the end of the game, we gonna win, it's good. Of course, I'm feeling much better than before. This season is a new opportunity for me. And I'm really happy that I scored my first goal for Dynamo. Still waiting for the first goal in MLS, but hopefully it will come soon.
Okay, we'll go ahead and transition over to questions on Zoom. Guys, you'll hear it coming out of the speakers on my computer here. We'll start with Herman Benitez. Herman, go ahead. You should be able to unmute your line here.
Hey y'all, can you hear me? Good deal. Hey Ben, I have a quick question for you. Given that the first round, that the team played the away leg first, and this time the home leg is the first game, does the approach change a little bit, keeping in mind and being cautious of receiving an away goal, or is the approach to be aggressive and get the W tomorrow night no matter what?
The approach is to win, and that hasn't changed for any game that we play here at Shell Energy. So, yes, of course, we want to win with as few goals given up as possible, because the away goal is, as you saw in the last series, as you said, can be a difference. But we also feel capable of scoring goals when we go away to Columbus. So, win is the goal, and then we'll hopefully our defense can keep a clean sheet. That would be ideal. But
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next up we'll go to Dustin Richardson. Dustin, you should be able to unmute. Go ahead.
Hey guys.
Dustin.
Hey Sebastian, I know you talked about last year you came to the team and it was kind of slow for you to get in. Now you've played in every game this season. Just how are you feeling, fitness-wise and fitting into the team, and as well as the rest of the guys with all the games you've been playing? I
think it's a question.
I'll take that. Actually, I was going to say it before. It's been, one of the joys of my job is watching guys come into this league from other countries and assimilate into the group. And Sebastian's done a heck of a job. And again, last year he didn't get the opportunities. Bassi was always healthy, and I think there's a transition period for a lot of people coming from other countries to this league, and to see him now getting the minutes that he wants and deserves, and also helping out in the score sheet. Again, it's a joy as far as how he fits into the team. He's a real glue piece, and you don't know who are glue pieces when a player comes to the team, and which guys connect, and whether it's the Spanish speakers or the French speakers, and I think he speaks 3 languages now. He's picked up a bunch of different languages, and he's become a real important piece in the locker room as well as on the field. So we'll keep moving along, and again, we've asked a lot of Sebastian from a minute standpoint. He probably has as many minutes as anybody on the team right now. He's got a good engine. He's young, and so we'll keep grinding him, and he's I've been really happy to see him moving forward.
Thanks, Dustin. Next, Next, we'll go to Leopoldo Mata. Leopoldo, you should be able to unmute your line and ask your question.
Thank you. This question goes for both gentlemen. The first is, as a coach, how you deal with rotating players, and what is the elements that you use when you're considering how to rotate players? And for the player, as a player, how you look into this issue of you're a starter and you feel like you want to play, but because the rotating process, you have to be on the bench.
Okay, I'll take the first one. It's a combination, right? You're looking at the opponent, of course, and you're evaluating how you can go about getting the result you want. But it's also, you have to do that in a smart way, in collaboration with your sports science department. And we got a very good one. We're pretty dialed in on what minutes certain guys can handle and what minutes they can handle. As like most teams in the modern day, so it's tricky. It's always a puzzle, but it's in particular at this time of the year when you're not fit and we're still not at peak fitness. We won't be for a month or two. And that's just the nature of it. So to have back-to-back games, you have no choice but to rotate players. And I think players nowadays understand that. They also don't want to get injured. And they understand that if you burn them out, they're going to miss significant time. So it's a responsibility of the coach and the responsibility of the sports science department to get that right. And players want to play. Players don't want to sit on the bench and they'll lie, cheat, and steal to get onto the field. So sometimes we have to protect them and make tough decisions. It's just part of the job.